Beta Torri. For Beta Torri, we dey learn, share, and grow together. When we don join our hands dem, our community go dey kampe.
Hello, country people dem, una welcome again for another episode for Beta Torri. I will remember say for Beta Torri, we dey learn, we dey share, and we dey grow together. Over the last couple of months, we don get several episodes for Beta Torri, and today we wan talk about stigma and discrimination. When we hear people dem wey dey live with HIV talk, you go hear a lot about say they be stigmatized. People dem no dey value them because they feel say they be different because of their HIV status. And so today we wan get an understanding of wetin stigma and discrimination be and how it dey affect people the way they live with HIV. So this afternoon we get with we Dr. Vanessa Fozao, na big doctor for regional hospital. He dey work with people the way they live with HIV. Dr. be welcome.
Thank you.
We also get in our midst, exceptionally for Beta Torri today, we'll get two guests them because of the value we they'll bring up our discussion. We'll get Nyako Cynthia, and Nyako Cynthia na a peer supporter and a young person living with HIV, proudly living with HIV. Cynthia, you be welcome.
Thank you very much.
So, Doc, I want to ask you, in your opinion as an expert, what is the stigma and discrimination?
Whenever we dey talk about stigma and discrimination, some people they think say na the same thing, but na two different things. When we say stigma, na shame. It just be say so them are the shame because of my condition, or people then they shame me because of the condition where I get. So na stigma that, na just shame.
Okay.
It dey like say I don't be disgraced because of that condition. Now, when we say discrimination, because of that condition now, people then they treat me differently. If it be say they be share chop, give people two bread, they will give my own and one because say they think say I no be no. And sometimes now because of this shame way they don't shame me, it dey make and they treat me for the way they treat me. So, and like you don't talk, what people the way they live with HIV, they be a victim. Plenty times now then they suffer from this stigma, from this discrimination, because we feel say they no be worthy for stay with me for the same room. So imagine say that they get chop for house, they put pikin on a plastic pan because they talk say no, he get HIV. Even if that pikin no be the shame itself, you as that relative where you do that act, you shame that pikin.
So when you talk, and hear you talk say, it means say the shame either be na from we or the person where they live with the HIV, or from public, that's people the way they live for community. I don't know if I be correct.
You be very correct.
Okay.
Yes. Sometimes community no shame you, but you shame yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I know, Cynthia, I want to get to you. I know say either as your experience for young person where they live with HIV, or from the experiences of your friends that they live with HIV, because as a peer supporter, I know say you do work with young people them and they sometimes share their experiences. But for you as an individual, you get any experience where you want to share and will be for Beta Torri about the experiences and any experience with stigma and discrimination where you don't go through?
Normally, as young girl, then when we grow, we get boyfriend them, we date. So that we grow, knowing fully well say me, I be there with HIV, I be hardly get in contact with man picking. So, and I be don't put up for myself say, if I not be able for 10 person say I be HIV positive, it not be right for me for get sex with man picking or even kiss man picking because I know say I be HIV positive. So the boy be don't dey way, I know if you call him name, but I be don't date Sita, I be the grow for around from 3 from 4, and for that time I be still the struggle with stigma as doctor be talk. I don't be able for approach person, tell person say nothing this way to worry me or nothing this way to go through my mind. So that time I don't be the tell no man about my status. So after a very long time, for some time now, in fact, now I don't overcome my stigma. I don't agree say yes. This now me this and I live with HIV. I can't meet all the boy again after some long time. We exchange contact. Yeah, they ever like for educate people them, even for my status and the rest. For you to see auditing them about my writing, my write-ups and everything. It tell me now say, so I be no say I be there with HIV and then I still dating. That means say probability they way if he get HIV now. So every day for my inbox being I say I don't get HIV, I don't get HIV. Then I began to coin that and I said, okay, for me and you for disprove the fact say you no get HIV, I could like a make a hospital can do the test. Ika hospital, they will be the car hospital be a friend them. And then that I go for go take them. As I want salute them, all my move hand. Then it make me more so. So I be understand say normally it don't tell a friend and say the girl you live with HIV. So I no be care. In fact, don't it be really hurt me small, but I don't really put my mind for it. I take them, they go do that test. Test come on negative, but still yet. In fact, as I talk to you now, it is still ever see make more. I will feel bad because that's why I don't really overcome stigma, but still yet it be the pain me. It be the pain me, but not be that way where it could make a man be depressed. Or man she don't know what chop, or man no talk for no man. Because for that point where it show me all the attitude, I don't really overcome and I don't understand say when you come out tell people that about your status, people get their own mentality where they go show their own way where they go respond back. And I don't be ready for any attitude or behavior where person want me.
So Doc, when you hear Cynthia's story, what you think say be some of the effects them where stigma and discrimination the cause and first for the people that live with HIV, but also for the community?
Okay, only from that story wey Cynthia don't talk, you understand say person fit shame you wey no talk for you.
Okay.
I no must tell you say I dey shame you for you for understand say I don't shame you. Just that fact say man they see you, he point him up. I know if you do and find like Cynthia. But when person he do that one, he don't already shame you.
Okay.
And when you look what community them and you see things where it happen, plenty time them would they shame person. Would they even talk HIV when a thing where man no they see am for your face? You they see the one where they see am for your face, they shame you fine. When we take HIV patient where it don't be for that stage where we call and say AIDS. But when you look it, you they know say something be wrong. You know say for our community, sometimes they will see you ask you say why you fever AIDS patient. Already just that talk say why you fever AIDS patient, they don't start shame you. Now it dey impact the patient and say wait, we get plenty people the way they don't deny for dream medicine today. Why? Because person be shame them. When person shame them, they say okay, I don't get any use for continue to stay alive, so ma better just stop the medicine then I die, may all man rest. You get plenty people wey don't stop medicine for that reason. You get some one day where they don't decide say wait, so when they don't decide say they go share that sick, say as una say una go shame me, I go show una pepper. So you get for that reason then the worker they share the sick for people because say we don't shame them for the sick way they get them. Some people talk say I no be use money buy am. So why you don't decide for treat me for that way?
So Cynthia, I want to ask you how doctor we talk about the fact say shame feeding na one way come on inside your skin when you say they shame yourself and the one way na other people that they shame you. So how you think say person feel overcome that shame from the one way they come from inside yourself?
The shame way they come from inside your body if you kill you pass the shame way people they shame you for outside because how I be grow, I be get marks there for my skin way and if you wear clothes. In fact, my school uniform, I will be unable for go school sometime then because I the fear say people they will see my skin. And for class they be don't really tell me say so girl we don't find tell all man for class say as my skin they so now because I do HIV. And it not be the lie. It not be lies I do HIV. So for go school it be very difficult because of the thing that will be there my skin. And I be should not and then no person no be there where it be feel help me. So me I be tell myself say for them my life where I deliver so nothing no the way if fine or no position no the way if fine way I could ever can get them because first I be HIV positive and secondly the thing there for my skin no could ever go back. Now the skin is today now they shine.
So Doc, what you fit tell we how we overcome stigma that one way it become now from community?
Okay, people then go always get their own opinion about you. And you no fit change man opinion.
Okay.
Even since I don't talk, they come from inside you, and you fit change that one. But the one way they come from people, you no fit change the way they go see you. But the only thing I fit talk now say, we don't come for that place where we no get for the treat person where live with HIV, like say it no be a part of we.
Okay.
So the only way we will go overcome that one, now when we go learn for accept all the people the way they live with HIV, for talk say yes, they be a part of the community, and for not say any man he get his own role for play and for community. Whether I get HIV, whether I no get HIV, whether I get half foot, whether I get half hand, whether I no get eye, he get a role to play for community.
Doc, you get any example of some pikin wey don go through stigma and discrimination on how it affects that pikin?
Yes, in fact, we get this 10-year-old pikin where the day way, because we just notice and say anytime where he come for clinic, he go sit down on his own. Even though he dey for clinic with pikin wey na the same age, sometimes dem pikin wey na the same sex like he, but he no the one for go for corner that pikin dem. He no the one play for with them. He dey na only for his own side. So they will be try for talk for that pikin for sitting where it dey happen. We be notice and say that pikin he be an orphan.
Okay.
Where orphan no be say he no pa be die. Na say there no be no who be pa.
Okay.
And then mommy be don die. So now mommy and sister be they take care of this pikin. Now for the house where the pikin they stay for them, he no fit sit down on touch chair like this one. He dey sit down na for carpet.
You're going to be qualified.
He no qualify for sit down for chair. When they share chop for house, he be get a pan for house, rubber pan. He be get his spoon. When he chop finish, he dey wash his pan, he wash his spoon, he keep am for a particular place. That means say he dey even mix that his pan and his spoon with the other pan dem spoon dem for house. So for that reason, that pikin don grow for that style where he no say no, he own thing dem get for be na only for ye. Even though the interesting part na say that pikin no be even know say they live with HIV.
Wow.
The pikin no be don reach age wey dem for tell you say you dey live with HIV. But the pikin just observe the way that they treat it differently. And so for that reason, the pikin decide for do wetin for shift for one corner.
Yes.
So they will be talk for the auntie. The thing wey happen na say the auntie no be even understand say that thing the way e dey do, na the impact that way e get for that pikin in life. So that will be take time, will be explain am for the auntie, will be get for educate the auntie, make the auntie understand thing wey na HIV, make understand say HIV no fit cross for im own pikin dem because say the pikin no share pan with them, or because say the pikin no use spoon wash and keep am for the same place. The pikin dem no go get HIV because that woman be cry and he be make a promise say he go see how for work for bring that pikin closer. And he began an effect because that way he be start for work with that pikin. 3 months after, we just see am say the pikin dey calm now, at least he no go sit down on his own. He dey sit down, he dey talk for person. When you ask even question, he go answer you. We ask the auntie say how you be do am. He say he just come back. That way he come, he just tell the pikin say every day when you say I enter, can't hug me.
Yes.
And just from that one say that pikin know say if he can't hug his auntie. Now so that pikin start open. He talk for a pikin dem for house. Say when una see una brother, if she don't eat one, una go she don't for corner. Una begin talk for you. And if even make it be easy now for we for disclose for this pikin, because as that auntie we build that relationship with that pikin, 1 year after the pikin dey 9 years. So they be ask the auntie question, say, but why? So you see auntie being a really sharp pikin. Because as the auntie say, but why you be say that time you will behave for me so. The auntie hold that pikin in hand, he bring her for hospital. He say, doctor, I know say you be talk say mo wait till 13 years. But I feel say make we tell this pikin now. And he be start for talk for that pikin, he be first apologize for the pikin. He say, I be treat you so because I no be
no. Okay. Oh, Doc, Cynthia, I want to ask una, wetin we fit do for move or for stop this stigma and discrimination for pikin dem? Remember say for Beta Torri, one number one concern na pikin dem wey dey live with HIV. Cynthia, wetin you think say we fit do practical things and wey community fit do for stop stigma and discrimination for pikin dem?
Okay, well you see pikin dem wey dem dey as from 1 year to 1 to 9 years, they need to ever normally they don't know that HIV status, and most of them they discover say their parents then they don't die. And maybe they live now uncle or auntie. And with the same for hospital, they say, well, you call for meeting where you need to make auntie come, auntie need they ever come. So you go find if auntie they feel if auntie for them for that picking, they feel visit hospital.
That's their caregivers then.
Yes, caregiver they feel visit hospital because when they come hospital, in fact classes then they follow them up. They teach them about the HIV system, how to interact and even how to protect the picking them. Around the house against, in fact, for infection. The HIV against infection because they teach them how to give the pikin medicine fine, how to do a lot of things. You see sometimes pikin can't take medicine now. We small brother or we big brother rather. Now big brother come and when big brother come, maybe in a year or two they talk about the hospital. You just come on go back and then maybe pikin they take medicine fine because they don't know how they get to give that medicine. So maybe mommy they visit hospital. Can't take the lesson then go back with her.
Doc, what do you think add about how we community and people that they look up picking them fit try to avoid and prevent the stigma and discrimination what we talk about? For schools there, for church, for market, for all sides.
You know, the beautiful thing about you are picking them and say picking no issue. So at the talk say they go back again now for parents them. The information where were parents that they give for these picking them. Because now the parent he identifies something it be wrong. So if you identify a different way for talk, make your pikin may understand say even though this pikin be different, you get for treat it with love. You get for help people grow. We know they talk say no educate pikin. Educate pikin may he know say may he blood he no come in contact with that pikin own blood. Educate pikin may he know for because for that age now the appropriate thing enough for tell this pikin them. But no pikin tell you say make you no play because when they no play with the pikin them, that pikin them they feel like say you don't shame them.
And they know they grow fine.
They need to grow fine. So that pikin no go grow fine, he no go interact fine with the community, he go feel like say nothing good fit happen for you. And they talk say the adult way you see and today be formed by the pikin way you know they see and today.
Yesterday, yes.
So that pikin, a lot they happen for that pikin in life. So we get for pay attention. We get for give our pikin the right education. So it means say you as mommy, you get for give that, you get for know the thing where you want to talk. They say you don't fit talk something where you don't know.
Yeah.
So if you don't even know HIV, how you want talk for your pikin, you go only give the pikin a bad education. So parents, make we find the correct education so that we go give our pikin them this correct education, and then our pikin them go treat their peers them with love and with care.
So lastly, as the last words, wait till we talk about stigma and discrimination for community as just for 2 words. Or must say 1 sentence.
At one time, we want to understand, say, people like doctor talk, people then get their own opinion, and you get to accept, say, 2 way they check out for your mind, not be the same 2 way they for all my mind. So you get to accept all my opinion where it can. But before you want to accept all my opinion where it can, wait to be your own opinion.
About yourself.
About your own self. Wait till you stand for.
Okay. Learn to value yourself now. So Cynthia they talk for we will live with HIV. Yes, Doc.
I want to talk say the biggest shame where it be when we talk HIV, the biggest shame where they ever come. Now say person will get HIV na aquara. Or na jump. The one I warning. I know the beg and the one na one. People they no buy am for market.
Especially picking them, we'll talk about
yes,
picking them.
Especially picking them, they no buy am for market. So we will stop for talk say any man will get HIV na aquara or na jump. We will take am very seriously. If we just put am for our mind say people they no buy am for market, we go learn for treat people them with the decency where they deserve.
Thank you very much. I want to thank you, Cynthia. I want to thank you, Dr. Vanessa. We don't get a wonderful discussion again. Now, Beta Torri this, and for Beta Torri, we learn, we share, and we go together. So we'll not say for Beta Torri, each time we'll get to guest them, we'll give them a wonderful gift. And exceptionally today, we'll get 2 resource persons then. Dr. Vanessa, you say one talk to it about this painting.
I just say when I see this painting, it dey like somebody where it be very angry or it express some deep emotion. And when sometimes
mommy for some people, mommy when don't die, if you pick when you live with HIV. you see how una dey suffer
Well, that mommy no fit express the emotion because he don die.
Mm-hmm.
What about that pikin himself? You know, sometimes when he dey UI, he dey like say make he just leave all thing.
Yes.
He dey like na the thing that we dey see am for here. He dey like say
The rage, the anger, the vex.
build up. I'm fine. But I just shout and then make it pass.
It shows say we will make very good use of this painting. So each time we see any mommy or papa wey dey discriminate or stigmatize pikin, we go remind him with this painting. So thank you very much for take part for Beta Torri today.
Thank you.
Beta Torri. For Beta Torri, we dey learn, share, and grow together. When we don join our hands dem, our community go dey kampe.